we are moving on to the Norton Theorem. Norton Theorem is very, very easy as well. And then we don't need to go through the process in finding a Thevenin's theorem, Thevenin's resistance, because Thevenin's resistance is the same as Norton resistance. And I said this is related by what? Something we call the source transformation. That anytime we have a resistance in series, like this, let's see. This is the Thevenin. In series with what? A voltage source. We can transform this into a current source. So we know that the current is equal to what? The voltage of what? Resistance. So we can say this is the same as what? The current is equal to the voltage is what? Thevenin's voltage. Divided by what? Thevenin's resistance. After we have gotten that, we see that the current, this particular current we have gotten, which is the Norton current, can be in parallel with what? The Thevenin's resistance. The same resistance now. And then finally we have our load resistance here. That is the only difference between the what? So when you can transform what? A current source in parallel to a voltage source. Or we can transform what? A voltage source in series what? With a resistor into a current source. That is what we mean by this. It's really, see, when we were transforming the current, the Thevenin's resistance will remain the same. But the only difference is that we can change this Thevenin's resistance, name it what? A Norton's resistance. You get this? So that means that we don't need to pass through the process of finding the Norton's resistance. So we just need to get a Norton's current. So here we have a voltage source of what? 20 volts here. We had so now we want to find the what? The Thevenin's Norton's current. And now we are saying that Norton's current is the same as our short circuit current. That is what you should put in mind. So that means that you have to short circuit that particular path we are finding the current across. And then we call it what? The Norton's current. Once we short circuit it makes it more easier. The reason is that once we short circuit that path, the current, you see, the current, when let's say the current moves from this direction and it gets here, you share between this and this, right? But current always wants a path where there is no resistance. So here, because there is no resistance, so all the current will pass there. Therefore, this one was doing more or less like it's not working, no circuit. Are you okay? So that means I will get a circuit of something like this. Or there's 20 volts here. We have this 7 ohms. And then finally we have this. And then the Thevenin's current we have the same as what? The current in the circuit because this is a series path, right? So we have our voltage of 20 volts here. And then we have our 7 ohms here. So at this point we can see that our Norton's current will be the same as what? The voltage of what? The resistor. You get it? This one will give us 20 on what? On 7. And then Thevenin's voltage or resistance we have already gotten it. And then in our first episode on what Thevenin's, we did what? The Norton's resistance. And then we can put our load resistance which was what? 5 ohms. Thank you very much. And that is all about what? Thevenin's what? Circuit analysis. And then Norton. This is the Norton part of the thing.